In the animal kingdom, the discussion is about the hemichordata. Hemi means half, chordata means chordates. These are called as the hemichordates or the half chordates. But previously, this was kept in non-chordates for some time and in the chordates for some time. Now it is treating as a separate phylum, 10th phylum, that is called the hemichordata, because it is showing its affinities are showing, some of the characters are showing non-chordata and some of the characters are showing the chordata. That's why it is kept as the hemichordata and kept in the separate phylum. Evolution, this has lot of evolutionary significance because the larvae, the Tarnaria larvae of the hemichordata is showing chordate, auricularia, brachiolaria and bipinnaria larva characters, and also resembling some of the characters of protochordate acidia tadpole larva. Then we will discuss about them everything step by step, general characters and the affinities with the other phylum organisms. This is actually the hemichordata is in between the, this is the linking animal in between the non-chordata and the chordata. Phylum hemichordata, this is a small group, exclusively they can live in the marine water. The body is looking like a worm-like body. Actually, this worm-like body is just like a annelid. Habitat is they can live in marine water. Body organization is Echinodermata. This phylum is came into the scene. That's why these are bilateral symmetrical animal, and the triploblastic ectoderm, endoderm and mesoderm are present after the gastrulation. The organogenesis taking place from these three germ layers, and these are also coelomates, that is enterocoelomates. Echinodermata onwards are Echinodermata, hemichordata and chordata belongs to the enterocoelomic coelom, because the mesoderm is developing from the endoderm by differentiating some of the cells from the endoderm. These mesodermal cells are forming, the mesoderm is splitting later and forming the coelom, that is true coelom, but it is called as the enterocoelom. Body division into three regions. Here you can see the regions very clearly. Proboscis, muscular proboscis, this is the proboscis. This can use to make burrows in the soil. Just like this character is just like the annelid character, earthworm or any other animal character. But collar, this is the collar region, this is the mid part. Next, that is the trunk region, elongated posterior region. This is called totally trunk region. In this region, you can find some branchial region. These are marine animals. They had to take the oxygen from the dissolved water. These pharyngeal gill slits are used to exchange the oxygen and carbon dioxide. The water current enter into the body through the mouth. This water current is moving through these branchial regions. The oxygen and carbon dioxide are exchanged, and the food material is filtered here. That is called ciliary filters. The food material enter into the digestive tract. And another important character is the presence of tail. At the end of the tail, the anus is located. Digestive tract is completely developed. These are filter feeders or ciliary feeders. The food material enter into the digestive tract. The enzymes released by the digestive tract. And another important character is hepatic CK is also present in them. This hepatic CK also present in some of the annelids, which can secrete different types of enzymes to digest the food material. And the circulatory system is open type. Here one thing I would like to tell you is closed type of circulatory system is present in Annelida, that is Oligochaeta only, that is earthworm. But remaining all non-chordates, Arthropoda, Mollusca and Echinodermata, those all are closed type of open type of circulatory system, including this one, and in the next protochordata also open type of circulatory system. And nervous system is some developed nervous system, we can find them. But here the dorsal and ventral nerve cords. The dorsal nerve cord is actually the ventral presence of ventral nerve cord is the characteristic of non-chordata, but the presence of dorsal nerve cord is the characteristics of chordata. But these animals are containing the dorsal and ventral nerve cord. This is the linking or middle animal, and also it is indicating that the chordates are developing. And the excretory system, proboscis glands are glomerulus. Yeah, see, this is the glomerulus for excretion. Presence of glomerulus is actually the chordate character. The glomerulus is made up of blood vessels. Of course, the blood vessels are absent in these animals, but the glomerulus-like structure is present in them to excrete the excretory material. Reproduction, these are unisexual organisms. Male and female organisms are distinct or separate. The external fertilization is taking place, that is in the water. Male sperm cells, sex cells are released into the water, and the fusion of gametes called the fertilization is taking place in the water. That is called the external fertilization. Larva is, that is the Tarnaria larva is developing in the water. The Tarnaria larva can swim in the water as a free living animal for some time, and it can develop or metamorphose as the adult organism, the hemichordate worm-like body. But the indirect development is taking place. So this is Tarnaria. If larval stage is there, that is called the indirect development. If there is no larval stage, that is direct development. Okay. Affinities of hemichordata is very important thing here. Affinities means the relationship with other animals. Here other animals is one. What are the links with chordata? Affinities with chordata. What are the links with the non-chordata? For echinodermata, for example. Similarities with chordata. Similarities with chordata. Pharyngeal gill slits are present. Here the gill slits are present in this organism. So the presence of gill slits is the actually chordate character, that is. Okay, however, this ballonoglossus or the hemichordate is also containing the gill slits in this pharyngeal region. Next, rudimentary dorsal nerve cord. Dorsal nerve cord is also present, that is called the spinal cord. This dorsal nerve cord is there. This is also character of the chordate. And post-anal tail extension is called the post-anal tail. Presence of tail is also the character of chordata. But here the notochord is not present in them. Here actually in this region is called this region. At this region in the mouth, there is a stomochord is present in them. Once upon a time, this was treated as the notochord. The presence of notochord is actually the chordate character. But once upon a time, this chord located in this mouth region is also treated. They were treated, the scientists were treated as the notochord, but later research was indicated that this is not equal to the notochord. This is called as the stomochord. The presence of stomochord is not the chordate character. That's why it is separated from the chordate. So what are the differences from the chordate? Notochord is absent, but this notochord is not present in this animal. Stomochord is present. Actually, the stomochord is not the notochord. Nervous system is not hollow dorsal nerve cord. Here the spinal cord or nerve cord like structure is there, but this is not hollow like structure. There is no space inside. This is not a solid like structure. This solid like nerve cord, presence of solid like nerve cord is not the chordate character. Gill slits are dorsolateral. These are the gill slits. These are dorsolateral, but the ventrolateral gill slits are present in the chordates. These are the three differences. These three differences are not belongs to the chordate. These three characters are belongs to the chordate. So these are the affinities with the chordate. What are the hemichordate affinities linked with the invertebrates? Means non-chordates. Similarities to Annelida. In a worm-like body, they can make some burrows in them and ciliary feeding. And open type of circulatory system, leech and heteronereis are containing the open type of circulatory system, but not the earthworm. So this open type of circulatory system is also present in leech and heteronereis, that is annelid character. This is also present in this hemichordata. Similarities to echinodermata. This is very important thing. The resemblance between the archillaria larva of the cucumeria or sea cucumbers, this is archillaria larva, and hemichordata further indicate that a phylogenetic link between echinoderm and chordates, because the embryology shows that these are deuterostomes, hemichordates are deuterostomes, and Tarnaria larva resembles the echinodermata, bipinnaria larva, and enterocoelomic development. The enterocoelom, because the mesoderm is developing from the endoderm, later it is splitting and forming the coelom. That's why this is called the enterocoelomic development. This character is actually in echinodermata, and also later it is also present in chordata.